Hello everyone, I hope you are doing really great. In today's video, we are going to talk about law of diminishing marginal utility. Yes, so let's get started. So, what is law of diminishing marginal utility? Tell me honestly, the first slice of pizza, amazing, right? The second, still great. The fifth, you're basically forcing it down. That feeling, that's economics. That's the law of diminishing marginal utility, and it's going to show you up in your CA foundation exam. So, what is it? As you consume more and more units of same good, one after the another, the extra satisfaction you get from each additional unit keeps falling. The first cold drink in a hot day, 10 on 10. Second, when you have the extra satisfaction is 7 on 10. Third, 4 by 10. And fourth, you might actually puke or fall sick. That's diminishing marginal utility in your real life. So let's move to the table. In this table, we are going to see how this law of diminishing marginal utility actually works. First unit of Coke you have, total utility is 20, marginal utility is also 20. So how do you calculate marginal utility? Marginal utility is equal to current total utility minus the previous total utility. Yes. So in this case, first case, there is no previous total utility. So 20 minus 0 is 20, marginal utility. Second, when you consume the second unit, the total utility increases to 35. And the marginal utility is 15. How to calculate marginal utility? Second total utility minus the first one. It's the marginal utilities of the second unit. Third unit, when you consume it, is 45, and 10. Here the marginal utility is reducing when you are having the extra unit of good. As well as the total utility is also increasing, but at a decreasing rate. It is increasing. It's And what happens when you consume the fifth unit? Total utility doesn't change and marginal utility is 0. This is basically the maximum satisfaction which you get by consuming the good. There is no extra satisfaction at all. And then what happens? Sixth unit, when you consume, you feel pukish, you feel like throwing up, and your total utility actually falls. And your marginal utility is negative. So, what did we learn? Total utility, when total utility is rising, but marginal utility is falling. And what happens? At unit 5, marginal utility hits 0, and that is called the point of satiety. That is the maximum satisfaction at point 0. Understood? If you go beyond that, marginal utility goes negative, meaning consuming more is actually making you feel worse. Up till this point, you eat the pizza, it will be normal. That is the last bite. Beyond that, you feel pukish. This is the point of maximum satisfaction. I hope you got this. Exam tip: the total utility is maximum when marginal utility is 0. Now let's move on to the assumptions to the law of diminishing marginal utility. Cardinal measurement: utility can be measured in numbers. Continuous consumption: you need to continuously consume those goods like Coke continuously, or pizza, or tea, or coffee. And homogeneous good, it should be same category, identical goods in size as well as quantity, like tea, coffee, tea only, coffee, pizza, slice, etc. Constant income and taste: there is no change in consumers' preference. They want to have that Coke itself. And rationality: consumer always tries to maximize the satisfaction. So there's a twist here. There are exceptions to this law of diminishing marginal utility. Does this law apply to everything? No, and that's where the student loses marks. Here are the exceptions. Music and art. The more you listen, the more you enjoy it. This is the beauty of music or art, right? Money. We all love money. People want more money. Desire doesn't fall. Alcohol or addictive goods. Have you seen people having alcohol or addictive drugs? They keep having more and more. A urge does not reduce. Hobbies like reading, collecting, gaming. Desire can increase, right? These are the exceptions because the standard assumptions doesn't hold good here. Let's move on to the rapid fire questions. Take pause, take a minute, and then answer. Total utility is maximum when marginal utility is 0. When marginal utility is negative, what happens? Total utility is falling. This law assumes utility is measured cardinally. Thus come under assumptions. Point of satiety, what is it? It's a maximum satisfaction. Marginal utility is 0 and TU is at its peak. Got my point? So next time you eat that extra slice of pizza, don't feel bad. You're just living the proof of law of diminishing marginal utility. And now go ace that CA Foundation exam. If this helped you, share it with your CA Foundation batchmates. More videos are coming. Subscribe and let's crack it together. Thank you. Bye bye.